There's a place inside this quiet where your name still bleeds through walls, and every breath I try to take just feels like one more fall. I sit alone where you once stayed. The dust remembers how you prayed. Your voice still trembles in my mind, a ghost too cruel to leave behind. I keep the lights off every night so I don't have to face the sight of everything you used to be. Now drowning in the dark with me, and I listen for your footsteps even when I know you're gone. It's easier to hurt myself than to move on. Here, where the silence hurts the most, where your memory feels close, but your body's just a ghost. And I'm breaking in the quiet you rehearsed, here in the place where the silence hurts.
Still remembers how you stare outside and whisper now. But now the wind just marks my chest, dragging all the tears I tried to rest. I found the ring you meant to keep. It cut my hand and made me weep. Funny how a piece of gold can ruin what's left of a dying soul.
And I scream into the empty, but no echo answers back. Just the aching truth you left me, and the pieces that I left here, where the silence hurts the most, where your memory feels close, but your body's just a ghost. And I'm breaking in the quiet you rehearsed, here in the place where the silence hurts.
Time will heal, but they don't know the way it feels to lose someone who's still alive, to mourn a love that couldn't survive.
Feeling means forgetting you, that I'm not meant to make it through, because your absence carved too deep into the places I can't keep.
Silence,
your silence,
it screams louder
than you ever did. Here, where the silence hurts the most, where I'm praying for your ghost, just to tell me I'm not lost. But I'm fading in the shadows you rehearsed, here in the place where the silence hurts. And I stay here because leaving means you're really gone. Could stay, you'd still be here. But some things fade, no matter how much they're held dear. I trace the outline of your name on the window blurred by rain. Every drop feels like goodbye, falling from a hollow sky. Your voice still lives inside my head, soft and warm like things you said, but time has turned them into ghosts that hurt the ones who need them most. I'm learning how to let you go, but love is slower than I know. It lingers where your shadow lies. It breaks me where the silence cries. If love could stay, you wouldn't walk away. We'd still be holding on instead of fading with the dawn. If love could heal, then maybe this could feel less like drowning in yesterday. If love could stay, if love could stay.
I keep the moments that we made in corners where the light has stayed, but even sunshine feels unkind when it reminds me what's behind. Your laughter haunts the empty rooms like flowers dying without bloom. Everything ends, or so they say, but why does love refuse to fade? I try to breathe without your name, but every breath still tastes the same. Your absence, like a quiet song, playing softly, playing wrong. If love could stay, you wouldn't walk away. We'd still be holding on instead of fading with the dawn. If love could heal, then maybe this could feel less like drowning in yesterday. If love could stay, maybe you were meant to go, and maybe I'm meant to carry this. The love you couldn't keep alive still lives inside my emptiness. They say love's strong, it never dies, but they don't see the truth behind. That sometimes love is not enough to keep two hearts from giving up. If love could stay, you'd still be mine. If love could stay, we wouldn't run out of time. If love could stay, you'd be here tonight, holding me the way you used to in the fading light. If love were brave, it wouldn't slip away, but you're gone, and I'm learning how to face a world where love just couldn't stay. If love could stay, I wouldn't feel this empty. There's nothing left but quiet rooms and shadows shaped like you. Your voice is gone, but somehow still it cuts me straight in two. I try to live like you weren't here, but every thought still pulls you near. I trace the air where you once stood, pretending breaking feels like good.
I whisper things you'll never hear, but you echo back inside my fear. It's like your ghost won't let me be. You left but stayed inside of me.
I'm tired of bleeding in the dark from wounds you left without a mark. You took your love, you left your scars, and now they echo in my heart. tearing me apart. You're gone, but somehow deeper than before. I can't feel anything anymore.
You vanished, but the wreckage didn't part. You left your echoes in my heart.
I found a picture on the floor. It smelled like we had so much more. I threw it out, but still I feel the life we lost, the pain that's real.
I try to sleep, but you break through. My dreams are filled with almost you. I wake up just to fall again into the truth. This is the end.
Every heartbeat hurts like fire, burning through what you inspire. Every empty night I start to drown in echoes in my heart. And all I hear echoes in my heart. Your broken promises tearing me apart. You're gone, but somehow deeper than before. I can't feel anything anymore.
You vanished, but the wreckage didn't part. You left your echoes in my heart.
Maybe love was never meant for me. Maybe pain is all I'm meant to see. But you were the only light I knew.
And now it's gone, and I am too.
Calling from the life we lost. Love always has a cost.
And all I hear echoes in my heart. Your memory tearing me apart. You left, but you still hold every part.
I can't escape this dying art. You disappeared into the dark,
but left your echoes in my heart. In the silence, you're still hurting me. Softly in the dark, I hear your name, like a fading echo in the rain. Every little memory stays, whispers of yesterday.
I still remember how you held my hand, like the world was quiet, only we could understand. But time keeps moving even when I stay stuck in the moment when you walked away.
And I try to let you go, but my heart still follows where you go.
Every shadow feels like you, every silence breaks me in two. You're the whisper in the night that I can't escape, a love that lingers though the color fades. I still feel you breathing in my chest, even though you said it's for the best. Tell me why the memories stay,
like whispers of yesterday.
I trace the letters of your name again
On a foggy window where the cold sets in. I tell myself someday this ache will end. truth is, I still break where we began. And I hope you think of me when the night gets heavy and you're not free. All the moments that we knew, wish they still belong to me and you. You're the whisper in the night that I can't escape, a love that lingers though the color fades. I still feel you breathing in my chest, even though you said it's for the best. Tell me why the memories stay like whispers of yesterday. Maybe in another life we'd stay, maybe in another time you'd never walk away. But here I stand with what remains, a quiet heart calling your name. Whisper, whisper, whispers of yesterday, still calling me. Whispers, whispers won't fade away. You're the whisper in the night that I can't escape, a gentle sorrow I can't replace. Even when the dawn begins to rise, I still see the truth behind your eyes. Tell me why the memories stay like whispers of yesterday. Softly in the dark I hear you say, love doesn't ever truly fade. So I'll carry you in every way, my whisper of yesterday. I found an old photo tonight, us smiling like nothing could change. I didn't miss you the way I thought I would, I missed us before the pain. We used to talk about forever, like it was something we could reach, laughing at the smallest things, back when love felt light and free. We didn't know about the silence, didn't know how distance grows. We thought love was just a feeling, not a choice you learn to hold. Somewhere along the way you stopped being honest and kind. We didn't fall apart all at once, we faded one night at a time. I miss who we used to be, before love got tight and slow, before every conversation felt heavy and hard to hold. I miss who we used to be, when your eyes still look like home. I don't miss how it ended, I miss us before we broke.
We started counting all the reasons why staying felt like a fight. We kept forgiving without healing, just to make it through the night. You stopped reaching for my hand, I stopped asking if you would. We were standing side by side, but forgot how to be understood.
I don't blame you for leaving, I don't blame myself for staying. I just wish we noticed sooner what love was quietly saying. I miss who we used to be, before the words ran out, before I'm fine became alive. We learned to live without. we felt invincible, thinking love would take us far. I miss who we used to be before letting go felt real. Some loves don't end in heartbreak, they end in what you feel. So I keep the memories softly, not to hurt but to see that loving you once taught me who I was meant to be. And even though we're strangers now, that part will always stay. I miss who we used to be in the quiet, honest way. The rain remembers us, even when you don't. It falls the way we used to, soft but never gone.
I hear your footsteps in the storm, as if you're coming back once more. But every drop just hits the ground, like all the ways we let love drown. Your shadow lives on rainy nights, it moves beneath the dying lights. A quiet ghost that still feels warm in the cold that we became the form.
I try to tell myself it's past, but every storm brings you back fast. The sky repeats what I ignored, that I don't have you anymore.
The rain remembers us,
The way we used to be, it holds the things we lost, the parts you took from me. And though you walked away and left our love to rest, the sky still cries the way we did. The rain remembers us. I trace your name in window glass, the letters blur as moments pass. A broken truth soaked through my hands, some endings no one understands. I hear your laughter in the wind, the kind I know won't come again, but still it plays a quiet light, a memory that won't say goodbye.
every storm becomes a shrine to everything you left behind.
The nights are long, the hours slow, and rain keeps telling me what I know. The rain remembers us, the warmth we used to keep. It falls like all the tears I never let you see. Though time washed you away and turned our love to dust, the sky still cries the way we did. The rain remembers us. Maybe love was meant to hurt, maybe loss is what we earn. But why does every storm confess the pieces of our brokenness? You moved on to brighter days, the storms still echo your old ways. I'm stuck inside the thunder sound where your goodbye keeps pulling me down. And it rains, and it rains, like it knows we'll never heal, like it knows what we both feel. The rain remembers us, though you forget my name. It pours the way my heart still breaks the same. And though you're gone for good and love has turned to dust, the sky still weeps the way we did. shadow moves like it used to. I close my eyes, but I still know I'm falling, falling for your ghost.
Your sweater's still hanging where you left it. I tell myself someday I'll forget it, but every time the night feels cold, I feel your warmth I used to hold.
And though you're gone, you linger near a gentle lake. I keep right here, I breathe you in, I let you go, but somehow you return like smoke.
I'm falling for your ghost again, for the memories you never meant. Every whisper pulls me close, even though I know you're gone. I'm still falling for your ghost. Your laughter soft inside my mind, a quiet song I can't rewind. I reach for you but touch the air, pretending somehow you'll be there.
I tell myself I'll be okay, but pieces of you fill my days. Your gentle smile, your fading touch, I wish I didn't miss this much.
I'm falling for your ghost again, for the memories you never meant. Every whisper pulls me close, even though I know you're gone. I'm still falling for your ghost. Maybe love stays even when we don't. Maybe holding on is letting go.
But I still hear your heart in mine, like echoes lost in time.
I'm falling
Into the quiet of what we were, into the echo of your world.
I'm falling for your ghost again, for the pieces of our might have been. You fade like light behind the snow, but still you stay within my soul. I guess I'll always love you most. I'm still falling for your ghost. I'm still falling for your ghost. In the quiet, soft and slow, I'm falling, falling for your ghost.
Every night starts the same. I tell myself I'm alright, but the lights go out, and so does my strength. I get through the day just fine, keep my heart distracted. I laugh at things I don't feel, pretend I'm not affected. But when the city falls asleep and the room turns still, that's when every memory hits me against my will. I don't dream about forever now, I just dream about your face. And waking up without you feels like losing you again.
I keep losing you every night, in ways I can't defend.
I let you go in the daylight and fall apart again. I keep losing you every night when I'm too tired to pretend I survive you in the morning, but midnight wins again.
I scroll through moments we once lived, like they still belong to me. Every smile feels borrowed now from who we used to be.
I hear your voice in my head, saying things you never said. But silence fills the space where your I love you used to live.
They say time heals the heart, but nights don't let me forget. I'm learning and moving on is something I'm not good at yet. I keep losing you every night. When the walls close in, I fight the urge to call your name and lose that fight again. I keep losing you every night. Thoughts I cannot run, I swear I'm stronger in the daylight,
But I'm weakest when it's done. Maybe one day I'll sleep in peace without replaying our goodbye. Maybe I won't reach for you in the dark, asking why. But
tonight your absence still knows exactly where I break. I don't miss you constantly,
just every night I'm away.
I keep losing you every night.
And it hurts just like before. Each sunset feels like a warning of what the darkness holds. I keep losing you every night until the morning comes. I don't know when I'll stop missing you, but tonight I haven't won. The sun will rise, I'll try again to be the person I pretend. But until the light finds me, I'll keep losing you every night. I heard your name today in a conversation I didn't start. They said you've been doing fine, and it hit me harder than I thought. I see your smile in pictures, like nothing ever broke, like love was just a chapter you easily outgrew and closed. They say you laugh a little louder, that your world feels light and new. And I stand here learning how to breathe in a life that's missing you. I told myself I'd be okay if you ever moved on. I just didn't know how much it hurt to see you proving me wrong. You're happy without me, and that's the part that breaks my heart. I hoped you'd miss me sometimes, at least a little from the start. You're happy without me, like I was easy to replace. I smile and say I'm glad for you, then cry in a different place. I don't ask questions anymore, I don't want the details now. But every silence answers me in ways I don't know how. I thought I meant something deeper, more than just a passing phase. But watching you move on so fast makes me doubt our yesterdays. Maybe loving you was one-sided, maybe I just felt it more. I stayed stuck in what we were while you walked through a different door. You're happy without me, and I guess that's how it should be. I wanted love to set you free, I just didn't know it meant didn't feel like losing everything. I hope they hold you gently the way I tried to do. I hope you never feel the ache of loving someone who still loves you. You're happy without me, and I'm learning how to cope. I'm letting go of what I wanted, even if I'm losing hope. You're happy without me, so I'll step out of the way. I'll carry what we used to be and quietly fade. Maybe someday I'll say your name, and it won't hurt the same. But tonight I sit with the truth. You're happy without me, and I'm still learning how to be. The world kept moving forward, but I stayed behind. Right where you said I'll be back for the very last time. Everyone says I should move on, like it's something I forgot to do. They don't know I never left the place I last stood with you. I replay that final moment like it's frozen in my head. You walked away so easily. I stay with everything you said. You promised it wasn't the end, just some space, just some time. But I took your words seriously and made them mine. I'm still waiting where you left me, in the same old frame of mind. You moved on to a different life. I stayed frozen in that night. I'm still waiting where you left me, with your echoes in my chest. You found peace in letting go. I found pain in doing less. I tried meeting someone new, but they don't feel like home. They don't know the parts of me that only you have shown. I tell myself this isn't love, it's just a habit I can't break. But habits don't hurt like this every time I wait. I keep hoping you'll come back, just to prove I wasn't wrong. That waiting wasn't foolish, that I was strong all along. I'm still waiting where you left me, in the words you didn't mean. You said maybe someday, and I believe. I'm still waiting where you left me, while the seasons pass me by. I don't know when I stopped living and started learning how to hide. Maybe you never meant to stay. Maybe I heard what I needed to hear. I built a future out of promises that disappeared. I don't hate you for leaving, I just hate that I stayed loving someone who moved on, was slowly faded away. I'm still waiting where you left me, but I'm tired of this place. I don't wanna lose my life to a memory I can't replace. I'm still waiting just learning how to be okay. Keep a little piece of you in the quiet part of me, the part that no one ever sees, the part you left empty.
Your jacket still hangs by the door. I don't touch it anymore, but sometimes when the night gets cold, I swear I feel your warmth unfold.
I pour 2 cups of bitter tea, one for you, one memory, but only mine grows cold with time. Yours stays warm inside my mind.
I know you're living somewhere new,
but I'm still bruised from loving you.
I hold the things you didn't mean,
but they haunt me in between. I kept a little piece of you, even when I knew I shouldn't. Held the parts you said you couldn't. Love the way I needed you to. Now every breath reminds me of the things we couldn't do. But I'm still breaking, still aching for a little piece of you.
your handwriting on the notes you left still carves itself into my chest. I read them slow, I read them deep, until they hurt me back to sleep.
I tried to burn the past away, but the flames knew your name too well. Every spark whispered you should stay, and I fell further into hell.
People say that time can't heal,
but they don't know the way it feels
to love someone who walked away,
but still owns every part of your day. I kept a little piece of you, even when I knew I shouldn't. Held the parts you said you couldn't. Love the way I needed you to. Now every breath reminds me of the things we couldn't do. But I'm still breaking, still aching for a little piece of you.
maybe I should let you go, but the truth is I don't know how.
You left, but left too much of you inside the then I'm living now. I try to give your ghost away, but it refuses every time. It stays to fill the emptiness you carved into this heart of mine.
A little piece of you,
Is all I ever had,
a little piece of you.
is all that makes
There's a
it
little piece of you, even when it hurts to hold on, even when the rest was long gone, even when loving you was cruel. And maybe I'll keep breaking till my heart is split in two, but I'll still whisper, still surrender to that little piece of you. Some people leave completely,
you never did. The night it all felt quiet. I didn't feel the end. I just felt something missing, like I lost a part of me. I don't remember the last fight or the words that made you leave. I just remember holding on while you slipped away from me. It didn't end with screaming, it didn't end in tears. It ended in the small things that disappeared Stopped making new memories and lived inside the old. I didn't know the past could feel so cold. The last thing I remember is us laughing without a reason why. Before love learned how to hurt, before we learned how to lie. The last thing I remember is us before everything went wrong. I don't remember the goodbye, just the feeling that we were gone.
I still walk past the places where we used to feel alive. Now they feel like empty spaces, frozen somewhere in time.
I try to recall the moment when love started feeling weak, but memory skips the ending and only keeps what I need. Maybe my heart protects me from knowing how it died. Some endings hurt less when you don't know the final line. The last thing I remember is us before distance filled the room, before silence became louder than everything we used to do. The last thing I remember is us, and maybe that's okay. Some loves are meant to be remembered, not explained away. If I could choose one memory to carry through the pain, it wouldn't be the ending, it would be us that way. Not broken, not afraid, not scared of growing apart. Just two hearts believing that love was enough to start. The last thing I remember is us, and I'll hold on to that, not because I can't move on, but because it's all I have. The last thing I remember is us, and that's where I'll let it stay. Some goodbyes don't need remembering when love fades quietly away.
So I close my eyes and breathe you in
One last time in my mind. The last thing I remember is us, and I think, and I think. Some days I don't even breathe right since you walked out of my life. The world keeps moving like nothing changed, but I'm stuck where you left my name. I woke up searching for your voice again, like a fool believing pain could end. Your side of the bed is colder now, but I still reach for you somehow. Your sweater still hangs on the chair. I touch it gently like you're still there, but all that's left is dust and air, and memories that shouldn't care. I'm trying to accept the truth, but the truth keeps breaking through. Every hour feels brand new, and everyone still hurts like you. I'm still learning how to miss you, still learning how to breathe without your name, still learning how the nights feel when every room still sounds the same. You're gone, but I'm the one who died a little too. I'm still learning how to miss you.
I talk to walls because they listen now. The way way you never did somehow. Your echo fills the quiet space, a ghost that wears your face. The clock keeps screaming midnight loud, and I keep sinking into the ground. I thought grief had some kind of plan, but it just takes everything it can.
And I keep falling through the days into this dark and hollow place. Your shadow never fades away, it haunts me in the saddest way. I'm still learning how to miss you, still learning how to stand when I feel weak, still learning how to live with all the words we didn't speak. You left, but now I'm learning loss is overdue. I'm still learning how to miss you. Maybe love was meant to break me, maybe you were meant to leave, but why does every part of me still beg your memory to breathe? I tell myself I'm healing, but that's just something people say. Truth is I don't know who I am since the moment you walked away. I miss you, but I'm not good at missing you. Not yet, not ever. I'm still learning how to miss you, still learning how to wake up all alone, still learning how the silence feels louder than a broken home. If moving on is something ours are meant to do, and mine's a failure. Still learning how to miss you. The house feels bigger now, with fewer words inside. Every corner holds a memory that love already left behind. Your jacket's still behind the door, like you might come back someday. But the air feels different now, like love quietly moved away. We don't fight, we don't talk, we just exist in the same space. Two hearts sharing silence, wearing unfamiliar faces. I try to fix what wasn't broken, I try to hold what let me go. Somewhere between trying too hard, we lost the love we used to know. Love doesn't live here anymore, it packed its bags and left no note. We kept the walls and furniture, but lost the thing that mattered most. Love doesn't live here anymore, I feel it every time you're near. We're just two strangers sharing space where love disappeared.
We say good morning like a habit, not like we really care. Our words are careful and polite, like love was never there.
I miss the way you looked at me, like I was something rare. Now your eyes just pass me by, like I'm not even there. I don't hate you for leaving, I don't blame you for the pain. I just wish we noticed sooner. Love doesn't die all at once, it love doesn't live here anymore. You can feel it in the air, in the way we stop with me. The good, the bad, the scars, and leave this house in silence where love no longer is, but once was ours. But once was ours. They say I look okay, like nothing ever changed. If only they could hear the things I never say. I laugh a little louder now, so no one hears my heart. I've learned how to play the part of someone who's not falling apart. I answer I'm doing fine, like it's just another line. They don't see the cracks behind this smile I carefully design. I don't wanna be a burden, I don't want the questions asked, so I hide behind this version of myself I know won't last. And I smile so you don't see the pain, I joke so no one feels the truth. I act like I'm not breaking down just to make it easier on you. I smile so you don't see the pain, like it's something I approve. But every time you say my name, I remember everything we went through. I post pictures like I'm healing, like I finally moved on, but they don't show the empty nights where I wish you'd call my phone. I'm strong in front of everyone, but weak when I'm alone. I carry all this weight inside and never let it show. They think time has fixed me, they think love didn't stay. They don't see how every memory still hurts in quiet ways. I smile so you don't see the pain, I learned how to fake okay. I mastered looking happy while my heart slowly fades. I smile so you don't see the pain, because explaining takes too long. It's easier to wear a grin than admit where I went wrong. Maybe one day I'll tell the truth, let the mask fall to the floor. But right now I'm still learning how to feel without hurting more. I don't want sympathy, I don't wanna be saved, I just want someone to notice I'm not okay. I'm just brave. I smile so you don't see the pain, but it's getting hard to hide. This smile wasn't meant to last, it was meant to help me survive. I smile so you don't see the pain, until I learn to let it go. One day I'll smile because I'm healed, not because I'm good at putting on a show. So if you see me laughing, just know it's not the end. Some smiles are just quiet cries from someone trying to mend. I felt it slipping long ago, but I refused to see. I kept believing in us, even when you stopped believing in me. You started pulling away slowly, like you hoped I wouldn't notice. Your love became a question mark, mine became a promise. I made excuses for your distance, said you were just going through changes. While I was holding us together, you were already making your exit. I stayed through all the doubt, through nights that felt one-sided. I was fighting for forever while you were undecided. I held on longer than you did when it was hurting me. I kept choosing us while you were choosing to leave. I held on longer than you did when love felt incomplete. I gave you all I had while you slowly let go of me. I ignored the signs you showed, the silence, the empty stares. You stopped saying I love you, like it wasn't yours to share. I kept lowering my standards just to keep you close, calling it understanding when it was hurting me the most. I thought love meant endurance, staying even when it's hard. I didn't know loving you would mean breaking my own heart. I held on longer than you did through every lonely night. I fought for something real, you gave up without a fight. I held on longer than you did, and now I finally see holding on to someone shouldn't cost you who you used to be. Maybe you left a long time ago, just forgot to say goodbye. Maybe I was loving the memory, not the person by my side. I stayed because I believed love was worth the pain, but I learned too late love shouldn't feel this way. I held on longer than you did, and that's what hurts the most. Not that you walked away, but that I stayed with false hope. I held on longer than you did. Now I'm learning to release. Some loves don't end in hate, they end when only one heart beats. So this is me letting go of the fight I fought alone. I held on longer than you did. Now I'm finally coming home.
You left the light on in the hallway, like you meant to come back someday. But the silence tells me more than any words you said before.
Your footsteps used to soften this floor, now they echo like they're asking for more. I sit alone where you used to sleep, holding promises we couldn't keep. I try to breathe, but it's not the same. Your name still trembles in my veins. Every room's cruelest thing of all.
Coffee cup still waits on the shelf. I swear I can hear you talk to yourself, saying maybe your love just fades with time.
But I'm still trapped in loving you in mine. I turn the switch but it hurts to see how one small light can ruin me. It feels like you're just running late, but I know you're gone and I should break.
And the way you left the light on feels like you never really said goodbye. Like you wanted me to hope, but not enough to try. Now I'm standing in the doorway where your shadow used to fall.
The way you left the light on was the cruelest thing of all. Turn the light off, but it hurts more because now it feels like you're gone for sure. And the way you left the light on still burns inside my chest. You left me with a promise you never meant to keep, I guess. Now this empty house remembers every tear that starts to fall. The way you left the light on was the cruelest thing of all.
You left the light on,
but you never came home. I almost said goodbye last night, but the words got tangled in the light. And all the pain I tried to hide came rushing like a failing tide.
you looked at me with tired eyes, like you'd already left inside. A fading warmth, a silent plea, a love that slipped away from me. I held your hand but felt you fade,
like a promise we forgot to say. And every heartbeat broke in two, trying to stay alive for you. I whispered things you didn't hear, because the truth was drawing near. And every breath a quiet cry for something we let slowly die.
I almost said goodbye,
but I couldn't watch you break.
I almost let it fall apart, but I didn't have the strength
to tell you that our last hello already felt like a wire. I almost said it, almost made it, almost said goodbye. Your shadow lingers on the floor, just like you used to at the door. I try to smile, but it was weak, because we lost what we can't keep. Your laughter echoes through the hall, like it's afraid to leave it all. A ghost that sits inside my chest, reminding me of what was best. And I replay the final scene, the one where love forgot to dream, where holding on became the ache that neither one of us could take. I almost said goodbye, but the words refused to stay. I almost let you hear the truth, goodbye. I held it in too tight. The word that killed the lie. I almost said goodbye, but it trembled in my throat. I almost freed us both from this, but hope still held my coat. Now all the things I didn't speak still echo as they try to tell the truth I never said. I almost said goodbye. Some words are too heavy to survive, and goodbye was one of mine. There was no final moment, no dramatic last embrace, just silence growing heavier between the words we couldn't say. We stopped asking how you feel, like the answer didn't matter. We learned how to change the subject so nothing else would shatter. Your I'm fine sounded practice, mine felt empty every time. We were already losing us, but still pretending we were fine. We didn't fall apart in anger, we just slowly lost the fight. Love faded in the daylight long before the final night. We broke before we said goodbye, before the tears, before the pain. We ended in the quiet, not in words but in the space. We broke before we said goodbye, and that's the truth that hurts the most. There was nothing left to say by the time we finally let go.
We kept holding on to habits like they meant we still cared. Sleeping next to someone who felt emotionally elsewhere. I missed you while you were beside me. You stopped missing me at all. We were still together, but love had already stalled.
I don't blame you for leaving, I don't blame myself for staying. I just wish we noticed sooner what a silence was saying. We broke before we said goodbye, before we ever said it's over. We became memories too soon, before we found our closure. We broke before we said goodbye and walked away half-healed. Some endings don't come with words, just with how empty they feel.
If we had talked a little more, if we had tried a little harder, maybe love would have stayed alive instead of slowly falling farther.
But love isn't just about staying, it's about being seen. And we stop seeing each other long before we stop being we broke before we said goodbye, and now I finally see that losing you didn't happen at once. It happened quietly. You don't have to say a word. I already know the truth. The quiet between us is louder than you. You used to fight for every moment. Now you barely try. Your replies get shorter and your reasons multiply. I ask if something's wrong. You say you're just tired lately, but your silence tells a story you don't wanna say to me. I listen to what you're not saying, more than the words you choose. Sometimes silence is an answer we don't wanna hear, but no, it's true. Your silence says everything that your voice won't admit. It tells me you're already gone, even if you're still here with me. Your silence says everything, every doubt, every fear. I don't need a goodbye. Your quiet made it clear. You stopped asking about my day, stopped noticing my tears. You're here in body, not in heart, and it's been that way for years. I fill this space with conversation, hoping you break the wall. But the more I try to reach you, the less you say at all.
I don't need another excuse, I don't need another lie. I just need the honesty. Your silence already implies.
Your silence says everything, that you don't love me the same. It screams in every quiet moment when you don't say my name. Your silence says everything, and I finally understand. Love doesn't disappear suddenly, it fades when no one stands. If you wanted to stay, you'd fight through the quiet. If you cared enough, you wouldn't hide it. I held on to every word you refused to give. I stayed too long in a love you already left. Your silence says everything, and I'm done pretending it's fine. I deserve more than empty space and unanswered time. Your silence says everything, so I listen and let go. Sometimes the loudest truth is what you never say at all. I won't wait for words that were never meant to come. Your silence already said goodbye.